It's a beautiful sunny day here in Brentwood at Paul Revere Middle School, and I just had a chance to talk with Nathan Hochman about his campaign and how he's feeling. So, Mr. Hochman, you've had a very exciting primary. You've done a lot of footwork. Everything seems to be going your way. How do you feel about the campaign?
You know, I feel great about the campaign. Our polling results are showing that we can get through the top two today, and that if we have a face-to-face match-off with George Gascon in the general election, we beat him by 25 points. You know, we've been able to get out there, and we're talking about this entire county, from Long Beach to Lancaster, from Santa Monica to the San Gabriel Mountains, and meet with people, and they're uniformly frustrated with the way George Gascon has run the DA's office, with his pro-criminal blanket policies, with the fear that they now feel that they didn't feel before he came in office in 2020. Fear for themselves, fear for their children, their grandchildren, their parents, and they're looking to finally vote. This is the first time in 4 years that they've had a chance to actually go to the ballot box and vote George Gascon out of office, and I think that frustration is going to realize itself today in votes.
There's a big consensus among all the candidates that he has got to go, the ones that are not in office. That seems amazing. There's a revolt in his office, but it seems like you're the only candidate who really has the clout behind you, fundraising-wise, in terms of outreach. I mean, it's going to take money to unseat George Gascon, and is that resonating with voters, that that's what it's going to take?
Well, it actually, I think it'll take four things to get rid of George Gascon, and I'm the only candidate that has all four. You need criminal justice experience because George Gascon has never prosecuted a single criminal case in his life. I have 34 years of prosecutorial experience as a federal prosecutor, a U.S. Assistant Attorney General, and a defense counsel. You need leadership experience. I've led a litigating division in the U.S. Department of Justice after a presidential appointment and unanimous Senate confirmation. I've led two major international law firms' government investigations practice. I was the president of the LA City Ethics Commission and the co-founder of the LA Sheriff's Foundation. So I have the criminal justice and leadership experience. I have the endorsements. I have the endorsements of Steve Cooley, the former three-term LA DA, as well as 5 LA U.S. attorneys. And then I have that fundraising capability, and I've demonstrated it. We've raised a record amount of over $2 million in this primary, from half of it coming from Democrats and independents and half from Republicans. We've raised it from over 1,500 people across this county. And people only give you money for two reasons. One, they think you're going to do a great job as DA, and two, they think you can win. And that enthusiasm that we have captured has been generating the resources necessary to in turn reach over 2 million people who are going to vote today.
You've also had an impressive ground operation. I see more yard signs for you than anybody else, and I mean by a lot. So how did you pull that off so quickly? You've done an outstanding job with that.
Well, I have to thank an army of volunteers. They've been able to go get yard signs to people's houses and areas all over this county. I mean, actually in the last this last weekend, I put my personal cell phone number out there and was called or texted by over 500 people that I had individual conversations with, again reinforcing the fact that they are frustrated with our current DA and want him out. I then went ahead and actually knocked on doors. You know, I'm gone to different communities and introduced myself, because it's the only way to actually show the people here in LA County that you actually you'll walk the walk, not just talk the talk. And I think when people hear my message, that message resonates, and hopefully today it'll translate into votes.
Well, Nathan, you're a very exciting candidate. I've followed you throughout the primary, and I've watched you closely, and I'm so impressed, and I hope the voters in Los Angeles can see what a gift you are to them, and that this is going to be a very tough job, and that you are really giving a lot of yourself to earn that vote. So what do you want to say to your voters today?
What I want to say to the voters today is now is your chance. You have waited 4 years to vote George Gascon out of office, and it starts today. Make sure you vote. It's incredibly important because it's going to be a low turnout primary. That your vote in some ways counts twice as much in March as it will in November, because we're going to have twice as many voters in November. So please, please vote. And when you're voting, and it comes time to determine who to vote for other than George Gascon, I ask you, and I would like to earn your vote, to vote for Nathan Hochman for district attorney, someone with the experience, the criminal justice background, the endorsements, the fundraising, and the ability to beat George Gascon.
Thank you so much, Nathan Hochman. Good luck today.
Thank you.
We'll see you a little later. Nathan Hochman is going to make an announcement tonight at 9 p.m. about the election results, and we plan to be there for those statements. From Brentwood, I'm Alex Stadig with Front Page Index, Politics for You.